Yes.
It is the act of choosing each other, the choice to share all that you enjoy in life with another person, the comfort in the knowledge that it will be even better because of it. We gather here today to witness this, to witness Julie and Niall choosing one another over all else. Because it is not the role of the little sister to give life advice, I'll use the words of author Neil Gaiman to guide this couple in matrimony. This is everything I have to tell you about love. Nothing. This is everything I've learned about marriage. Nothing. Only that the world out there is complicated. There are beasts in the night, in delight and pain, and the only thing that makes it okay sometimes is to reach out a hand in the darkness and find another hand to squeeze. It is not the kisses, or never just the kisses. It's what they mean. Somebody's got your back. Somebody knows your worst self and somehow doesn't feel the need to change you. It's not two broken halves becoming one. It's a light from a distant lighthouse, bringing you both safely home, because home is wherever you are both together. So everything I have to tell you about love and marriage is nothing, like a book without pages or a forest without trees, because there are things you cannot know before you experience them, because no study can prepare you for the joys or the trials, because nobody else's love, nobody else's marriage is like yours, and it's a road that only you can learn by walking it, a dance that cannot be taught, a song that did not exist before you began together to sing. And that's all I know about love. After today, you will be asked, so how's the married life? And your initial thought will likely be that nothing has changed. You two have already begun the journey of building a beautiful life together, decorating your home, walking your dog, sharing meals with your families, and you have already found yourself loving each other exponentially with every day of it. Although it is true that tonight you will fall asleep in the same arms, and tomorrow you will wake up to the same faces you've known for the last 3 years, there will be one thing that is distinctly different. You will have made the decision to share your love for each other with us, your friends and family, who came together to behold the promise of commitment and trust you are placing in one another. Your journey will no longer be yours alone, but a part of the larger picture of love and life as your communities become one by your coalescence. As your love continues to blossom, your roots will now be intertwined. I now ask that you're already holding hands, hold hands, and give your intention in marriage. Julie, as you take Niall to be your husband, do you give your word that your joy will be multiplied, that your pain will be divided, and that you will walk by his side as his equal in this marriage, lifting him up with your strengths and finding value and inspiration in his?
I do.
Niall, as you take Julie to be your wife, do you give your word that your joy will be multiplied, that your pain will be divided, that you will walk by her side as her equal in this marriage, lifting her up with your strengths and finding value, inspiration in hers?
I do.
As the couple has decided to keep their vows to one another private, we will now exchange rings as a tangible manifestation of the devotion each will have for one another throughout their lives. Some people say that wedding rings are a symbol of infinity, an ongoing circle with no beginning, no end, no breaks. I happen to know that these two are more of the literal type and won't be convinced that the same can't be said for any old ring. So Julie and Niall, I suggest that instead you see more than a ring. That with every flash of light, you see each other smile. That with every brush against your cheek, you feel a kiss. Let these rings serve as a daily reminder that the other person, their love, support, and guidance is always with you, even when they are not physically in the same room. Julie, please place your ring on Niall's finger. Beautiful. And Niall, please place Julie's ring on her finger. Fingers swell in the heat, guys.
Yes.
With this exchange of rings and the promises that you have made to each other, by the witness of your most cherished friends and family, and with the love that connects us all, you are now joined together in the commitment of marriage. May the two of you enjoy a life of health, success, and happiness, all of which to grow over the years as you continue down this path together. By the power vested in me by the Divine Assembly in the state of Utah, it is my honor and delight to declare you married. To seal this union, Niall, you may now kiss the bride.
Picture perfect on the surface. All these illusions that we worship. I see the walls coming down. I hope someday we'll build them up on solid ground. consequences go unnoticed, like the weight that's on our shoulders, pulling us down, but we don't know it. Or maybe we do, but just like the truth, we never show it. We don't need more money, 'cause money ain't the problem, baby. What are we becoming? 'Cause we lost more time than we'll ever get back, and we need something to keep us on track. Where are we going? Or where are we going? Running circles around walls that we've built, chasing never-ending feelings of guilt. Where are we going? Or where are we going? Everything makes sense on paper. Surface levels always safer. Don't let them in case they find somewhere within, under the skin's where you hide. We need more than cunning, words that don't solve nothing. What are we becoming? 'Cause we lost more time than we'll ever get back, and we need something to keep us on track. Where are we going? Or where are we going? Running circles around walls that we've built, chasing never-ending feelings of guilt. Where are we going? So where are we going?
And love Julie for all the time that she's been part of that. And to see them grow together and build something, I think has been special for everybody to see. I think we could agree that they're both unique individuals. Unique's not the right word, something along those lines. And for them to be able to find each other is such a special thing. And I don't know that I have any advice to offer other than to say, I think what makes marriage itself important is the idea as we go through life that you can do it with a partner. And you can do it with someone that you can face any hardship, that you can share any joy with. And that through that, I think that's what builds really the joy, I think, that we find in life. And so I wish you both the very best. It's been fun, from the beginning. With Niall around, fun is always close by. and that's a part of that. And so I wish you both the very best.
I was given the same amount of notice as Rex that we were speaking. I thought we just had to show up and look pretty today. But that's just Julie's job. So I too have known Niall his whole life. Of my little brothers here, he's my favorite. And he's the easiest person to be your favorite. I got to talk about Nye for a sec. We'll get to you in a sec, okay? But Nye's always the first one to line up to have a good time. Whether it's a camping trip or a party or it's just family, Nye's the life of the party. And you only have to hang around him for a few moments to realize the joy that he approaches every day with in every moment and every relationship. And we have all benefited from that as your family and as your friends. Julie now gets to benefit from that every day, for better or for worse. With Rex, I'm not going to give any advice now. Just to say that you two get to go through life together, and you get to love her every day and choose to love her every day. And that will be the best choice that you make. Julie, we love you and have loved having you in our family for the short time that it's been and look forward to the years to come. And nothing brings me more joy than to see the joy that you bring to my little brother in a way that it's never happened before. So keep that up. And I just say congrats and we love you.
So I'm Joe. I've known him actually the longest because I held him first, so I win that one. I'm the biggest of the brothers. Niall's almost the smallest, but he and I, his hair is slowly becoming like mine, so it's okay. But I am super grateful for Julie being in our family. The last little while, as she's been a part of it, and get to know her, family reunions, get-togethers, as they hang out in their truck, or Niall makes her camp in weird places, and they complement each other so well. And I'm grateful that she allows Niall to be Niall, and Niall allows Julie to be Julie. And I call Niall at night in the evening sometimes. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm out walking the dog. I'm like, well, where's Julie? He's like, well, she's on the couch knitting. I'm like, okay, it's great. But I am so grateful for their love and their friendship, and dang it, that my little brother has found you, Julie, and the happiness that you bring into his life. I hope that you guys work on that always, and that this relationship is the most important, right? My wife is my absolute partner, as Julie is to you, and I am just overjoyed for the both of you, so congratulations.
I have never liked any of Julie's boyfriends. I genuinely never even liked anyone who paid any interest in her. Dad, you don't know this, but one time I borrowed your BB gun to threaten a boy in middle school who wouldn't leave her alone. Our big sister, Corrine, probably remembers the time she took us to a water park and I punched a boy that was following her in the lazy river. Niall, this isn't meant to be a threat. This is not one of those, if you hurt her, I'll kill you type of situations. I mean to say that I genuinely know that you never would. Julie is a catch. She is so easy to love. Obviously, my family knows this, and Niall's family, I'm sure that you realize this incredibly quickly. She is incredible. And Niall has been nothing but impressive. I love talking to him. He's incredibly smart. I am constantly humored by his charisma, which I'm sure you are all as well. And more than anything, I am so thankful for how much he cares about our family. My mom and dad are the most important thing to me and my sister, and Niall has done nothing but show that he is their son. He shows up. He helps with anything that needs to be done around the house, around work. My dad recently shared that anytime he mutters an ouch at work, Niall's immediately by his side. Are you okay, sir? What happened? What do you need? And that is what makes me feel good about you being enough for my sister and being fantastic for our family. You're the first person I've ever felt was good enough for my sister, and I am so glad that you get to be the last. Yeah.
It's not very many times that I get a chance to speak after my sons, who've always got more than enough to say and always have got advice, but seldom is it one that I agree with their advice and what they've had to say, and that and the kind of person that Julie has brought into our family. I'm the teary one. I don't apologize for it, but I love my sons. I have 5 sons. Niall's the youngest, the last to get married. It took him long enough to find Julie. I don't know where Julie was, but I'm grateful that he hung in there. And I haven't liked any of the girls that Niles dated either. I've never told him that. But his brothers did. But I am grateful. I want you to know what a good kid he is. And that he's taken some tough turns in life when things were really hard. And he made some lousy, rotten decisions. And he hung in there. We hung in there with him. And he turned that around. And that's not easy in today's world. And I'm grateful for that. But he has got the kind of character that can stand the test of time, measure where he's at, reevaluate when he needs to, and reassess and redirect if that's where he needs to go. And I appreciate that about him. And I sense that same thing with Julie. Now, she's smart enough not to make as many stupid mistakes as Niles made, but there's a connection there that I have loved and appreciated. I would add that in my career, I've had opportunities to travel all over the world and all the continents but Antarctica. And I love the diversity that Julie and frankly this luncheon brings together. I am grateful for the differences that are in this room, the sweetness that brings, the power that change is, and I'm so grateful to have that come together with them, because they get it, and I love that about both of them. I love Arlette and Danny and the sweetness and kindness they've had with us from the very beginning, how good they've been to Niall. And I see Niall stretch himself. Danny pushes him in the detailed kinds of things that are not inherently Niall's. Danny makes them part of who he is. And I'm grateful for that as well. So this family helps him be the best he can be. And I want to express my appreciation for that, because he's a good guy. Marrying a really sweet lady. And so I want to do what none of my sons did, and I'm going to steal somebody's, I don't know whose drink am I stealing? I want to make a toast. I'm not a drinker, but I'll drink this to the happiness and joy these two need to be committed to be able to make for the rest of their lives.
Good evening to everyone. If something happened to me, please forgive me, okay? Today I'm really happy. But first of all, I want to say hello and thank you to Chris, the Christensen family, and all of the friends. And the important people, that the grandma, Leon, who is 99 years old. She sits somewhere there. I want everybody to meet her. She's a great. She's a great grandma. I talked to her so many times. She's great. And I want to say hello to the Nguyen family, my family, and all the friends. And who came from here, from far away, like Salt Lake City. Hello, Salt Lake City. Okay. Harriman. Right there. Orion, Rovo. Okay. And who came from far away, like Kansas City. Okay. And farther than that, Las Vegas. California. Okay. And farther than that, Houston, Dallas, Texas. Thank you, all of you guys, very nice to me, and thanks to be here with us. Okay, let me tell you a story Okay, very short story. One more important person, a very important person tonight is my wife, Arlette. Don't cry, don't cry. Okay. She gave me a beautiful baby in 1994. I remember that in January 31st, 1994, that is the Super Bowl. Dallas Cowboy and Buffalo Bill. I was in the party, Super Bowl party at my friend's house. I get a phone call from my wife saying, "You must come home. The baby is coming soon." And I said, "Hold on a minute, wait for me, come home." And then we were in the hospital. No doctor there because they're all in the Super Bowl party. But we're lucky we have one lady, she is a nurse, she's helping. So I have, that night I have a Super Bowl baby. And we named that baby Julie. So all of us tonight here, please share the beautiful and the happiness with us. And thanks for being here tonight with us. Thank you and thank you very much. And congratulations, Julie and Naya.
It starts with one thing. I know about Nye. He acts still tough, but he's a nice guy. Keep that in mind as we rewind and go back in time to California. Have a little mountain fun, then make sure he worked a bunch. The sword he gave, now misbehaved. Started swinging that way, cut all our way. The church came out, built a fort. Some kids locked in the room, did the sport. Pretending he's gone mentally, now made them believe he wanted to fall there. Some nights not like before. The fight was done, we played along. Every night we laughed so hard when Niles around. In the end, he got what really mattered. His house burned down, no clothes were found. In the end,
Bye.